All right. Hum. Okay. Um, Psalms. 1 second. Somebody calling over here. Today we're gonna go on our sorry, DeboraM.Coty. This is our book we're going through every day. Um, a spiritual refreshment for women, but I go over. I someone's calling. Close. I go over the entire chapter, so we learn so much here. Um, the devil's annoying me, so pray. If you feel anything which is wrong, pray. Pray. Okay. Um, someone's still calling. What was I gonna say? Oh, Psalm 119:16 is what she wants to go over. She went over in her book. Um, Feelings is the theme for the next couple of pages. And um, Psalm 119:160 in the New Living Translation we go over. By the way, since I have you here, pray for people that they don't kind of judge if they want you to be in like a certain testament. I mean, I know we know King James Version is one of the top ones that we have, but we don't exit people out just because we use it. That's just kind of odd, if you know what I mean. They will come to the terms of the knowledge of God with ideas to not do that to brethren. We don't do that. Um, what was I going to say? Oh, Psalm 119:116 New Living Translation. It says here, Lord, sustain me as you promised that I may live. Lord, sustain me as you have promised that I may live. Do not let my hope be crushed. Lord, sustain me as you have promised that I may live. Do not let my hope be crushed. So that's Psalm 119, 116, New Living Translation. Okay, if you're following along, I have in the description box Psalm 119, the King James Version. I've got so much different prayer on me, so I know that we're in the right place. King James Version. Um, Verse 116. This is a very long psalm, but we'll learn a lot. We'll see what God wants. Uphold me according unto thy words, that I may live, and let me not be ashamed of my hope. Uphold me according unto thy words, that I may live, and let me not be ashamed of my hope. Oh God, our cry. He heard. He heard. He heard. Do us justice and mercy, quicken these things, as he would have said, and your testament of new, the quickening of the mortal body. Okay. Let's start in Psalm 119. Blessed are the undefiled in the way who walk in the law of the Lord. Blessed are the undefiled in the way who walk in the law of the Lord. For our law has turned into to Jesus, the body of him. For all things have been fulfilled. Why? Because he'll lead you back here to be much like a Jew. Blessed are the undefiled in the way who walk in the law of the Lord. Verse number 1 and 119, Tree of Life version. So a bunch of Jewish people got together and tried to do their best as far as breaking down the lovely, wonderful words of the Lord's. Blessed are those whose way is blameless. Remember that word? Blameless. Who walk in the Torah of Adonai. Blessed are those whose way is blameless, who walk in the Torah of Adonai. Verse 2, King James Version. Oh, somebody's come up with a new one. Trinity Life. Trinity Life. TLV. Trinity Life version. Don't steal. All the things God wants me to do. Moving on. 2. Blessed are they that keep his testimonies and that seek him with the whole hearts. Blessed are they that keep his testimonies and that seek him with the whole heart. God, where are you? My heart follows, looks, wants to be with you. Beep, 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 beep. They also do no iniquity. They also do no iniquity. They walk in his ways. I hope you're getting this. Blessed are they that keep his testimonies and that seek him with the whole heart. They also do no iniquity. They walk in his ways. Thou hast commanded us to keep thy precepts diligently. Thou hast commanded us to keep thy precepts diligently. Don't fall. Get up. Go forward. Walk in the way of the Lord. I will guide you. Blessed is the man who trusts in the Lord. Thou hast commanded us to keep thy precepts diligently. Oh, that my ways were directed to keep thy statutes. Huh. Then shall I not be ashamed when I have respects unto all thy commandments. Then shall I not be ashamed when I have respect unto all thy commandments. People would say, let me in then those pearly gates. I will praise thee with uprightness in heart when I shall have learned thy righteous judgments. I will praise thee with uprightness of heart when I shall have learned thy righteous judgments. I will keep thy statutes, O forsake me not utterly. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. By taking heed thereto according to thy words. With my whole heart have I sought thee. Oh, let me not wander from thy commandments. With my whole heart have I sought thee. Oh, let me not wander from thy commandments. Thy word have I hid in mine heart, that I might not sin against thee. Slightly elevation there as far as the distribution of that verse. Thy word have I hid in mine heart, that I might not sin against thee. Blessed art thou, O Lord, teach me thy statutes. What? I want to do right, I want to live. With my lips have I declared all the judgments of thy mouth. Look at me, I'm a good little boy. Or girl. I have rejoiced in the way of thy testimonies, as much as in all riches. I have rejoiced in the way of thy testimonies, as much as in all riches. I will meditate in thy precepts, and have respect unto thy ways. I will meditate in thy precepts, and have respect unto thy ways. I will delight myself in thy statutes. I will not forget thy word. I will delight myself in thy statutes. I will not forget thy words. Deal bountifully with thy servant, that I may live and keep thy word. Deal bountifully with thy servant, that I may live and keep thy word. Open thou mine eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law. Open thou mine eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law. I am a stranger in the earth. Hide not thy commandments from me. My soul breaketh for the longing that it hath unto thy judgments at all times. My soul breaketh for the longing that it hath unto thy judgments at all times. We'll go verse number 20 in the Tree of Life version. My soul is crushed with longing for your judgments at all times. My soul is crushed with longing for your judgments at all times. Thou hast rebuked the proud that are cursed, which do err from thy commandments. Thou hast rebuked the proud that are cursed, which do err from thy commandments. Remove from me reproach and contempt. Remove from me reproach and contempt, for I have kept thy testimonies. Lord, I'm the one who I trust. I'm with you. What's all this stuff about, God? Princes also did sit and speak against me, but thy servant did meditate in thy statutes. Thy testimonies also are my delight and my counselors. My soul cleaveth unto the dust. Quicken thou me according to thy word. What? People are insane treating me this way. These situations must come to an end. My soul cleaveth unto the dust. Quicken thou me according to thy words. I have declared thy way. I have declared my ways and thou heardest me. Teach me thy statutes. Is there something missing here? Make me to understand the way of thy precepts. So shall I talk of thy wondrous works. Remember, we're the one who came to you. We have you. Therefore, we should have these blessings. My soul melteth for heaviness. Strengthen thou me according unto thy word. Remove from me the way of lying, and grant me thy law graciously. For those who have those tongues, I have chosen the way of truth. Thy judgments have I laid before me. I have stuck unto thy testimonies. O Lord, put me not to shame. I will run the way of thy commandments when thou shalt enlarge my heart. Teach me, O Lord, the way of thy statutes, and I shall keep it unto the end. Give me understanding, and I shall keep thy law. Yeah, I shall observe it with my whole heart. Make me to go in the path of thy commandments, for therein do I delight. Incline my heart unto thy testimonies, and not to covetousness. Incline my heart unto thy testimonies, and not to covetousness. I don't want to covet what they have. I'm not interested. God's providing for me. Turn away mine eyes from beholding vanity, and quicken thou me in thy way. Why am I laboring so long here? I won't be here. Have me work for the things which are meaningful. Turn away mine eyes from beholding vanity, and quicken thou me in thy way. Establish thy word until thy servant who is devoted to thy fear. Turn away my reproach which I fear, for thy judgments are good. Behold, I have longed after thy precepts. Quicken me in thy righteousness. Let thy mercies come also unto me, O Lord, even thy salvation according to thy word. So shall I have wherewith to answer him that reproacheth me, for I trust in thy word. Trying to beat us down. Father, Father. Let us not be put to shame. Verse 43, and take not the word of truth utterly out of my mouth, for I have hoped in thy judgments. And take not the word of truth utterly out of my mouth, for I have hoped in thy judgments. So shall I keep thy law continually forever and ever. And I will walk at liberty, For I seek thy precepts. I will speak of thy testimonies also before kings, and will not be ashamed. I will delight myself in thy commandments, which I have loved. My hands also will I lift up unto thy commandments, which I have loved, and I will meditate in thy statutes. Remember the word unto thy servant, upon which thou hast caused me to hope. Remember the word until thy servant, upon which thou hast caused me to hope. This is my comfort in my affliction, for thy word hath quickened me. This is a comfort in my affliction, for thy word hath quickened me. The proud have had me greatly in derision, yet have I not declined from thy law. I remembered thy judgments of old, O Lord, and have comforted myself. Horror hath taken hold upon me because of the wicked that forsake thy law. Horror hath taken hold upon me because of the wicked that forsake thy law. Thy statutes have been my songs in the house of my pilgrimage. I have remembered thy name, O Lord, in the night, and have kept thy law. I have remembered thy name, O Lord, in the night, and have kept thy law. This I had because I kept thy precepts. Thou art my portion. O Lord, I have said that I would keep thy words. Thou art my portion, O Lord, I have said that I would keep thy words. I entreated thy favor with my whole heart. Be merciful unto me according to thy words. I entreated thy favor with my whole heart. Be merciful unto me according to thy words. I thought on my ways and turned my feet unto thy testimonies. I thought on my ways and turned my feet unto thy testimonies. I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments. The bands of wicked have robbed me, but I have not forgotten thy law. The bands of the wicked have robbed me, but I have not forgotten thy law. At midnight I will rise to give thanks unto thee because of thy righteous judgments. At midnight I will rise to give thanks unto thee because of thy righteous judgments. I am a companion of all them that fear thee, and of them that keep thy precepts. I'm a companion of all them that fear thee, and of them that keep thy precepts. The earth, O Lord, is full of thy mercy. Teach me thy statutes. The earth, O Lord, is full of thy mercy. Teach me thy statutes. Thou hast dealt well with thy servants, O Lord, according unto thy word. Thou hast dealt well with thy servants, O Lord, according unto thy word. Teach me good judgment and knowledge, for I have believed thy commandments. Teach me good judgment and knowledge, for I have believed thy commandments. Before I was afflicted, I went astray, but now have I kept thy words. Before I was afflicted, I went astray, but now have I kept thy words. Thou art good, and doest good. Teach me thy statutes. The proud have forged a lie against me, but I will keep thy precepts with my whole heart. The proud have forged a lie against me, but I will keep thy precepts with my whole heart. Their heart is as fat as grease, but I delight in thy law. It is good for me that I have been afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes. The law of thy mouth is better unto me than thousands of gold and silver. Thy hands have made me and fashioned me. Thy hands have made me and fashioned me. Give me understanding that I may learn thy commandments. They that fear thee will be glad when they see me, because I have hoped in thy words. They that fear thee will be glad when they see me, because I have hoped in thy words. I know, O Lord, that thy judgments are right, and that thou in faithfulness hast afflicted me. I know, O Lord, that thy judgments are right, and that thou in faithfulness hast afflicted me. Let, I pray thee, thy merciful kindness be for my comfort according to thy words unto thy servant. Let, I pray thee, thy merciful kindness be for my comfort according to thy words unto thy servants. Let thy tender mercies come unto me, that I may live, for thy law is my delight. Let thy tender mercies come unto me, that I may live, for thy law is my delight. Let the proud be ashamed, for they dealt perversely with me without a cause. But I will meditate in thy precepts. Let those that fear thee turn unto me, and those that have known thy testimonies. Let those that fear thee turn unto me, and those that have known thy testimonies. Let my heart be sound in thy statutes, that I be not ashamed. My soul fainteth for thy salvation, but I hope in thy words. Mine eyes fail for thy words, saying, when wilt thou comfort me? For I am become like a bottle in the smoke, yet do I not forget thy statutes. How many are the days of thy servants? When wilt thou execute judgment on them that persecute me? The proud have digged pits for me, which are not after thy law. All thy commandments are faithful. They persecute me wrongly. Help thou me. They had almost consumed me upon earth, but I forsook not thy precepts. Quicken me after thy loving kindness, so shall I keep the testimony of thy mouth. Forever, O Lord, thy word is settled in heaven. Thy faithfulness is unto all generations. Thou hast established the earth, and it abideth. They continue this day according to thine ordinances, for all are thy servants. They continue this day according to thine ordinances, for all are thy servants. Unless thy law had been my delights, I should then have perished in mine affliction. I will never forget thy precepts, for with them thou hast quickened me. I will never forget thy precepts, for with them thou hast quickened me. I am thine, save me, for I have sought thy precepts. The wicked have waited for me to destroy me, but I will consider thy testimonies. I have seen an end of all perfection, but thy commandment is exceeding broad. I have seen an end of all perfection, but thy commandment is exceeding broad. Oh, how love I thy law! It is my meditation all the day. Oh, how I love thy law! It is my meditation all the day. Thou, through thy commandments, hast made me wiser than mine enemies, for they are ever with me. Thou, through thy commandments, hast made me wiser than mine enemies, for they are ever with me. I have more understanding than all my teachers, for thy testimonies are my meditation. I understand more than the ancients, because I keep thy precepts. I have refrained my feet from every evil way, that I might keep thy words. I have not departed from thy judgments, for thou hast taught me. How sweet are thy words unto my taste, yea, sweeter than honey to my mouth. How sweet are thy words unto my taste, yea, sweeter than honey to my mouth. Through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. Through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. I have sworn, and I will perform it, that I will keep thy righteous judgments. I am afflicted very much. Quicken me, O Lord, according unto thy word. I am afflicted. Well, I guess we are afflicted. I am afflicted very much. Quicken me, O Lord, according unto thy word. Accept, I beseech thee, the freewill offerings of my mouth, O Lord, and teach me thy judgments. My soul is continually in my hands, yet do I not forget thy law. The wicked have laid a snare for me, yet I erred not from thy precepts. Okay, they're trying to kill me. Thy testimonies have I taken as an heritage forever, for they are the rejoicing of my heart. Thy testimonies have I taken as an heritage forever, for they are the rejoicing of my heart. I have inclined mine heart to perform thy statutes always, even unto the end. I have inclined mine heart to perform thy statutes always, even unto the end. Let me go to 112 in Tree of Life version. I turn my heart to do your decrees forever, to the very ends. Back to King James Version. I hate vain thoughts, but thy law do I love. I hate vain thoughts, but thy law do I love. Thou art my hiding place and my shield. I hope in thy word. Depart from me, ye evildoers, for I will keep the commandments of my God. Depart from me, ye evildoers, for I will keep the commandments of my God. Uphold me according unto thy words, that I may live, and let me not be ashamed of my hope. Hold thou me up, and I shall be safe, and I will have respect unto thy statutes continually. Thou hast trodden down all them that err from thy statutes, for their deceit is falsehood. Thou puttest away all the wicked of the earth like dross. Therefore, I love thy testimonies. Thou puttest away all the wickedness of the earth like dross. Therefore, I love thy testimonies. My flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgments. My flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgments. I have done judgment and justice. Leave me not to mine oppressors. I have done judgment and justice. Leave me not to mine oppressors. Be surety, for thy servant is good. Be surety for thy servant for good. Let not the proud oppress me. Mine eyes fail for thy salvation and for the word of thy righteousness. Deal with thy servant according unto thy mercy, and teach me thy statutes. I am thy servant. Give me understanding that I may know thy testimonies. It is time for thee, Lord, to work, for they have made void thy law. Therefore, I love thy commandments above gold, above fine golds. Therefore, I esteem all thy precepts concerning all things to be right. I hate every false way. My gosh. Therefore, I esteem all thy precepts concerning all things to be right. I hate every false way. Thy testimonies are wonderful. Therefore, doth my soul keep them. The entrance of thy words giveth light. It giveth understanding unto the simple. I opened my mouth and panted, for I longed for thy commandments. Look thou upon me and be merciful unto me, as thou usest to do unto those that love thy name. Look thou upon me and be merciful unto me, as thou usest to do unto those that love thy name. Order my steps in thy word, and let not any iniquity have dominion over me. Order my steps in thy word, and let not any iniquity have dominion over me. Deliver me from the oppression of man, so will I keep thy precepts. Deliver me from the oppression of man, so will I keep thy precepts. Make thy face to shine upon thy servant, and teach me thy statutes. Rivers of waters run down my eyes, because they keep not thy law. Righteous art thou, O Lord, and upright are thy judgments. Thy testimonies that thou hast commanded are righteous and very faithful. My zeal hath consumed me, because mine enemies have forgotten thy words. Thy word is very pure, therefore thy servant loveth it. I am small and despised, yet do not I forget thy precepts. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Trouble and anguish have taken hold on me, yet thy commandments are my delights. Trouble and anguish have taken hold of me, yet thy commandments are my delights. The righteousness of thy testimonies is everlasting. Give me understanding, and I shall live. I cried with my whole heart, hear me, O Lord, I will keep thy statutes. I cried unto thee, save me, I shall keep thy testimonies. I prevented the dawning of the morning, and cried, I hoped in thy word. I prevented the dawning of the morning, and cried, I hoped in thy words. Mine eyes prevent the night watches, that I might meditate in thy word. Mine eyes prevent the night watches, that I might meditate in thy word. Let's go to 147 in Tree of Life version. I am up before dawn, crying for help. I put my hope in your words. I am up before dawn, crying for help. I put my hope in your word. 148 in the King James Version. Mine eyes prevent the night watches that I might meditate in thy word. Hear my voice according unto thy loving kindness. O Lord, quicken me according to thy judgment. They draw nigh that follow after mischief. They are far from thy law. Thou art near, O Lord, and all thy commandments are truth. Concerning thy testimonies, I have known of old that thou hast founded them forever. Consider mine affliction and deliver me, for I do not forget thy law. Plead my cause and deliver me, quicken me according to thy word. Salvation is far from the wicked, for they seek not thy statutes. Great are thy tender mercies, O Lord, quicken me according to thy judgments. Many are my persecutors and mine enemies, yet do I not decline thy testimonies. I beheld the transgressors and was grieved because they kept not thy word. Consider how I love thy precepts. Quicken me, O Lord, according to thy loving kindness. Thy word is true from the beginning, and every one of thy righteous judgments endures forever. Princes have persecuted me without a cause, but my heart standeth in awe of thy words. I rejoice at thy word, and one that findeth great spoil. I hate and abhor lying, but thy law do I love. I hate and abhor lying, but thy law do I love. Seven times a day do I praise thee because of thy righteous judgments. Great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. Lord, I have hopes for thy salvation and done thy commandments. My soul hath kept thy testimonies, and I love them exceedingly. I have kept thy precepts and thy testimonies, for all my ways are before thee. Let my cry come near before thee, O Lord. Give me understanding according to thy word. Let my supplication come before thee. Deliver me according to thy word. My lips shall utter praise when thou hast taught me thy statutes. My tongue shall speak of thy word, for all thy commandments are righteousness. Let thine hand help me, for I have chosen thy precepts. I have longed for thy salvation, O Lord, and thy law is my delight. Let my soul live, and it shall praise thee, and let thy judgments help me. I have gone astray like a lost sheep. Seek thy servant, for I do not forget thy commandments. All right, that was Psalm 119. Our focus was to be on 119, 116, which is uphold me according unto thy word, that I may live, and let me not be ashamed of my hope. She writes, whatever our foe, unemployment, rejection, loss, illness, we may feel beaten down by life. Hope feels crushed by the relentless boulder bearing down on our souls. We feel that we can't possibly endure another day. Yes, we feel, but feelings are often deceiving. God promises to sustain us, to strengthen us. so that we might withstand that massive rock. We can trust him. He will not allow us to be crushed. So she used the word crushed here because in the New Living Translation it used crush. It says, Lord, sustain me as you promised, that I may live. Do not let my hope be crushed. In the King James verse it says, uphold me according unto thy word, that I may live, and let me not be ashamed of my hope. In the Tree of Life version it says, sustain me according to your word, so I may live, and let me not be ashamed of my hope. Sustain me according to your word, so I may live, and let me not be ashamed of my hope. Okay? This is at the point of us going to the extremity of crying out for God. Like she was saying, it's too much. There's too much weight, too many burdens, too much stuff to carry. And so we ask God to bring us to a point of understanding, take us out, lessen our burdens, allow us to rejoice again, allow us to spring like that young calf, because it's too much. I hope this has helped you. God bless you. As you saw, you have the understanding. I've been in prayer for you, so I cry out as well. It's not just my soul, but I'm interceding for your wants and needs. Constantly getting attacked. And I'm praying that this will come to an end. I'm praying that we'll be able to rejoice. It'd be really nice if we were able to rejoice in the same room. We only know what God has for us. So I pray that we'll be able to see you all one day. And I know I'll be coming, of course, to some places that I have works for the Father, which are embedded in there. And he has stuff for me to do. And it will be nice to be with some of you all to see. Like Paul prayed to come back to his places of rest. Yeah. God bless you, and I will see you soon in the next video.